coyote trying to eat my outdoor cat. I also don't really, I'm not in the business of killing things. I'm not a coyote killer. So I'm a little bit Switzerland on this one, but I get to hide behind my cowardice because she's doing something about it.
Well, all right, there we go.
And that's what I like.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, speaking of cowardice, the Cavaliers traded for James Harden yesterday.
That's not
not fair.
That's
not fair. No, we live in fear of Donovan Mitchell leaving us as if he's LeBron James 2.0. And we did, there's a lot on this. There's a lot of audio on this. There's a lot of takes on this. All of the NBA media has talked about this entire story for the last 24 hours.
That was the biggest story in sports.
And so it is interesting to watch the different reads on this. And so much of them are true. Like, guys, they traded for James Harden because they think he's going to give you a better chance to compete this year. And they did it to save money in the future. Both of those things are true. It just depends on which one you value more if you're the Cavaliers. I do think the most interesting thing about this, and Jason Lloyd and Joe Vartan did a great job in their write-up on the why behind the Harden deal.
Yeah.
And talking about how Donovan Mitchell conveyed to the front office that he did not think the team should stand pat at the deadline. And I just keep coming back to this idea that there are a lot of people lauding Kobe Altman. Hey, you had to get off Darius Garland, and you got something of value for him. You traded for the better player, and missing the bigger point, which is these are all moves that anybody watching this team has called for or has said is a problem for the last 4 years. And the last time you really could have traded Darius for what would feel like commensurate value was about 2 years ago when Kobe Altman sat on his hands then too.
Oh, so you want to look at this as almost he was too late to the party, so he shouldn't get credit? I at least want to give him credit for doing it because I didn't think he would. I thought he was so committed to Darius. I thought he was so committed to this team, and we watched it through so many postseasons that I was just happy he pulled the trigger because I didn't know that was possible for him. Timing's always tough though. Like, timing's tough.
Do I buy the idea that in some ways he salvaged this with Harden? I can understand how people see it that way. But in the end, if Kobe Altman had not been so precious to his core four and treated it like his precious, I think you could have turned this. One, you would have given yourself a better chance to win the two previous postseasons.
Like in the summer, you could have had Durant if he was being more open about it.
And so I just think you screwed yourself from so many different ways. I can't really give you like a, hey, at least we don't have to worry about that toe in 2 years. And here's the other thing, and I said this yesterday.
Okay.
And maybe I didn't explain this the right way. Donovan is not LeBron. I will bend heaven and earth to keep a 6'8" God from Olympus himself, wing that can play point, that can play big, that can play small, and has ultimate versatility. In the prime of his career, I will move heaven and earth to keep that guy happy and that guy in Cleveland. A 6'2" combo guard who is great, as special as he is. I don't want anyone to think I'm saying I don't like watching Donovan play. I'm simply saying that there is a stratosphere of guys you bend heaven and earth for. And I don't know that starting this now with Donovan Mitchell, I don't know this is going to get you any closer to winning an NBA championship.
Well, it didn't start now. It started 4 years ago when you made the trade for him. Like, if you didn't think any sort of way about Donovan, like, the part of why the Cavs have been in the catbird seat is because you have a player like Donovan. Like, Donovan to me is exactly the type of player that you make these type of moves for.
Yeah, no, because I don't think
without Donovan right now, the Cavs might as well be Portland.
No, I disagree.
You're not getting Harden here. You're not getting. There's a lot of things you're not getting without Donovan.
Yeah, but I don't think you're getting anything of that, like that's going to swing. Like I think Giannis Antetokounmpo, who right now is unsure if he wants to stay in Milwaukee or go elsewhere. I don't think you've got such a sweet situation here that Giannis is telling the Bucks, I don't give a rat's ass about whatever the offers are. You'll get me to Cleveland one way or another.
I mean, Harden definitely doesn't not only give you money, it basically wiped away a $2 million bonus and then comes here if not for the idea of Donovan. LeBron this summer would have no interest in coming here if not for Donovan.
So a 36-year-old who is trying to get one last payday, and then LeBron,
a guy that's averaging 25 and 8 and is 11th in the catch-all metric, their version of baseball's WAR.
When was the last time he was in the NBA Finals?
Pardon? No, you got to go back to Oklahoma City. There's a lot of people that take a long time in between the conference finals. You got to go back to Houston, where he was in 2 of them.
Okay, so that's been about a decade, though. I just think at some point, like with respect to Donovan, if the best you can get, I was trying to make it. If the best you can do for me is bringing James Harden here, who's always looking forward to his next payday and how he can get it, and is doing a very smart careerist thing that he's entitled to do. I just don't know this is the road that leads you to glory. And I think, listen, in the NBA, the greatest thing there is, and much like sports, is hope. And the NBA machinations, that whole thing, player movement equals hope. Totally get that. And I do think, like I've said this yesterday, I think he'll be good in the regular season. I'm sure he'll have a couple good games in the postseason or more. But in the end, if James Harden is all you do, all right, you save some money. Cool.
Yeah, but that is part of the point. Saving money is part of the point. But the other side of this is the idea that you are getting nowhere with Darius. Like that was confirmed. Like the idea
you're not getting anywhere with Donovan either.
We don't know that yet.
Yes, you
we
do.
still have to play the games.
What's
we still have to play
what's
wide
the
open
highest
East.
that Donovan has ever arrived in the NBA
So that
playoffs?
means he just can never get there. He's just never going to be able to go over the second.
I think if we're saying
round.
that about, if I think we're saying that about Darius Garland, I think it's fair to have the conversation about Donovan.
No, I'm saying the combo between Donovan and Darius. I'm not saying Darius is never going to have a chance to play in a deep postseason run or anything. I would doubt it based off of the injuries, but he's 26 years old. I can't count that out. But with Donovan, there's nothing that says he can't go on a run this postseason.
How many teams have won a championship in the last 15 years with a 6'2" combo guard as their best player? Spare me, none. And again, none of this is to say
just never have someone like Donovan on our team. I'm so
confused.
I'm confused by your take.
My take is you shouldn't bend heaven and earth to make Donovan happy. If this is no longer work, because Kobe Altman sat on his ass for 4 years and did nothing to evolve the team around Donovan, which in itself is its own crime and something everybody here has talked about for 4 years in real time. That the ends don't justify the means. Guys, this Harden deal might put off the Donovan conversation by 6 months. The Donovan conversation will still be a conversation. And Donovan has every power, and I mean this, Donovan has earned the right to try and exercise his power to get what he wants. I have no qualms with Donovan doing this. This is about the Cavs and desperation to do with a player who I've heard described as the second best Cavalier in NBA in Cavalier history, which is wildly dismissive to about 4 other guys who have either been here longer or been more.
They just don't grow on trees, though, Nick. Like this is not something
6'2" combo
guards.
You
can't just get Donovan Mitchell's.
6'2" combo guards don't go on trees.
So what, he just fall into the All-Star game as many times as he has? Like, what
I'm
are you
not
talking
saying
about?
the guy's a scrub. I'm saying
You're
the
describing
things that,
him like he's a scrub.
The things that no, I'm just simply saying that you're kowtowing to a great player, but a guy who isn't LeBron, who isn't Kevin Durant, guys
now,
who do not swing
you
NBA championships
nothing
now.
if not for Donovan.
No,
Mobley
you do.
never
You
took
have
an ascension.
Evan Mobley.
He never took the ascension.
Yeah, but why? Could it be possible that Evan Mobley's never taken the assembly because you've never built around him?
Because you had Darius and Donovan were trying to work 2 undersized combo guards together.
Yes.
Like, one great thing about Harden is that Harden makes the bigs go
Oh,
in
I've
a
heard
way
that a lot. I believe
we've seen it. What do you mean?
Yeah, he makes the bigs go. Makes them go right to the Western Conference Finals if you're lucky.
Joel Embiid won a league MVP, scoring 33 a game.
And how many titles did he win?
With Harden leading the league in assists because he was helping them all
And
out.
how many NBA Finals did they win?
I'm sorry. Okay, so this is just.
Oh, no, isn't that a zero-sum game?
No,
the only thing that matters is NBA championships that we got.
No,
Was
I'm
it
so
6
confused
titles
by
for
this.
James Harden?
So
is it 7 titles? I can't recall how many titles he has.
You're right. Trade Donovan, get rid of everybody, because what the hell is the point of even playing the games?
No.
What's the point of even doing this?
The point is you're pursuing something.
Then apparently, if you can't win the NBA title, you got no reason to play basketball?
No, see, that's the opposite
That's
of what I'm saying.
the worst mentality to have. You never know what breaks are going to happen. You never know how the league is going to shape out. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, what we're talking about is bending to a guy who, again, he deserves the power he's gotten. The Cavs also have power. In fearing that Donovan Mitchell will leave you, guys, this isn't LeBron leaving you. Stop acting like this is LeBron leaving you. It would suck if he wasn't a Cavalier anymore. But the point is you do have a ceiling with Donovan Mitchell as your best player. That remains to be your problem. But everybody, the second, he's applying pressure. Donovan might not re-sign with you. Then trade his ass and build around Evan. That's not, guys, it's not, I'm not telling you to build around Ira freaking Newble. Yes, and they can be wrong. They can be wrong. They can be grasping at straws to keep Donovan happy.
So your plan is to get rid of Donovan and then build around Evan. What do you think Evan's ceiling is going to be?
I think Evan's ceiling is the same thing it was 5 years ago, and we'll never know until you actually build around him.
I mean, I'm very confused by the idea because it's not like Evan.
I've been pretty clear.
It's not like
I'm
Evan.
not speaking pig Latin. I've been pretty clear.
Well, I mean, sorry.
I'm sorry that I'm not kissing the ass. You know what? Please tell me what you think, Twitter.
It's giving us
Please, Twitter. You don't need Jesus.
And it's giving us something.
What are we doing with this whole crap?
What do you mean?
You're a playoff team. You're one of the 8 best teams.
According to Vegas, they're the number 1 team to win the East. Why is that not good for you? Why does that suck for you? Why is that something you don't want to see?
Because you're not winning a title this year.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
You don't know that.
What's here. Show me the path to them winning a title this year.
What do you mean the path? You're the number 1 seed as far as
You're the 7th seed right now.
Yeah, the 5th seed is what you are, not in the 7th seed. The 5th seed yesterday, you kept saying 2 seed. They're the 5th seed. And they're going to grow up to be in whatever, the 2, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Grow up.
Doesn't matter. The point is, now you got me thrown off with your laugh. Don't give me that laugh. I'm mad at you right now. Don't give me that laugh. You want to go ahead and ship Donovan off for some unknown reason because you don't think you can win a title this year, and it makes no sense. Are we just supposed to just sit around and just make sure? Oh, we'll wait till the time is right. We'll wait till we're ready. That seems like an awful idea.
You missed your opportunity.
Should we have not tried?
The window closed 2 years ago.
When the Warriors had their dynasty, should the Cavs have not even rolled the ball out there and tried?
They didn't have their dynasty before you built your team.
Like, should we not have tried in 2017 and 2018? Should we just not have tried?
No, because that was different. You had LeBron James.
When they added Durant, should we just not have even tried?
No, but by the way, you shouldn't have traded Kyrie Irving. That would have been a smart thought.
Should no team ever try?